Hello and welcome back. Today I'll be going over how to solve the TwoSum problem from LeetCode. Let's look at what we have to do. We'll be given an array called nums and a target number, and our job is to write a program that can find the indices or locations of the numbers in our array nums that can add up to our target number. Before we start, let's think about how we want to do this. Let's look at the first test case. The way I want the code to run is so that it adds 2 with 7, 2 with 11, and then 2 with 15. If none of those combinations match with the target number, then the code will run 7 with 11 and 7 with 15. And if that doesn't work, it'll finally do 15 plus 11. In order to do this, we're going to be using nested loops. Now, how can we use nested loops to do this? Well, let's start with the first loop, which is shown here. This loop represents the index of the first number that we're going to be adding. Now our second loop gets a bit more complicated. You see, we have to initialize our variable here so that our second loop has a variable that is set to our first loop's variable plus 1. This makes it so that the same indices are never tested. If we added the same indices together, that would go against one of the rules. Now that we've done that, we can add an if statement to see if the indices given for the array will add up to the target number. If it does, we can clear the nums array and set it to a size of 2, in which the two elements of the nums array will now be the indices of the numbers that would add up to our target number. Then, we return the nums array and we're done. If we run our code, it shows that we've passed all the test cases. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below.